Thank you. Everybody on Zoom, thank you for bearing with us. Really appreciate it. Well, that's exciting. Return of the Champions League. We've got Millie Bright joining Sonia today, which is very exciting. Who would like to kick us off? Sky Sports? Anybody in the room? Or Aisha? Lovely. Okay. Take it away. Thank you.
Millie, I'll start with you. Pretty big week for you. Huge congratulations on an amazing international career. How did you know it was the right time to call it a day on England?
This will be my only question on my retirement, just because massive game tomorrow. I don't like attention on me. Everybody knows that. So this will be my one and only question, just a heads up for everyone. Listen, it's not a decision that comes lightly, and it's not a decision that, is just happens overnight. It's something that, as a player, it's really hard to explain. You have little thoughts in your head for a long time, and it's one of the moments you can talk to people about it. No one can really give you advice because it has to be your decision, and it has to be something that you're kind of at peace with when you come to that. And everyone always asks, the question I've had a lot lately is why now? Why this moment? Obviously, the summer, I weren't in a place to even think about anything other than myself. And the summer was about me, physically and mentally kind of healing and fixing myself, and just taking a step back. And in all honesty, that weren't really a question I was asking myself at that moment. I just wanted to come back in a better place for pre-season, and I weren't really thinking of anything other than just being healthy as an individual again. And then, I feel like I've done that. I've had a really good pre-season, good start to the season, and I think it's important to make decisions when you're in a clear mindset and in a good place. So that is why I've waited till I felt like I was in a position to make my final decision. And I think when there's no bitterness and none of those feelings of, I've made the wrong decision, I've not had any of those thoughts. So for me, it is, there's many factors that have played into it. I don't see it as a sad thing. I see it as a celebration of, I've had an amazing England career, and I'm very grateful and blessed for the opportunities that I've been given, and the opportunities to play in the biggest tournaments, some of the best players in the world, lifting trophies, making memories with my family, travelling the world. Like, this opportunities that aren't just gifted to anyone. So I feel really lucky. I see it as an opportunity now to be 100% for my club, and I've still got big ambitions. There's things that are missing from the cabinet, and still lots of records to break. So for me, it's about many factors that have played into my decision. But I'm really happy. I'm in a really good place, and I thank everyone for everything that they've done for me over the years. But now it's time to be number one supporter.
Huge congratulations again, an amazing career.
Thank you.
And of course, Chelsea, huge game tomorrow. After maybe a disappointing draw, you would have wanted to start your campaign with a win. How do you rally the team and make sure that you guys go and fight at Stamford Bridge in front of the home crowd tomorrow?
Listen, I think upon reflection, we see it as a point gain, not 2 points lost. I think in the new format, it's important to be patient and to stay 2 feet on the ground. I think it's important to remain grounded. Every point matters. So for us, of course, we wanted to go out and win that game. We wanted to start in a better way, but I don't think, it's the end of the world that we drew that game. Our mentality is to win and to be the best team. Of course it is. But didn't really need to do much rallying. I think we got straight back out on the training pitch. The girls showed a great response, and that started with the game against Tottenham. So I think a brilliant bounce back from that, and looking to take that momentum into tomorrow's game.
And was it Karma Chameleon you guys were singing on the training pitch today?
I don't even remember. There was a lot of energy at the start of training and a lot of different things going off. So we were a little bit hyper. I think everyone's excited to be back with an opportunity to play in the Champions League again.
Amazing. And Sonia, just some team news from you. Who is unavailable to play tomorrow, please?
I think we have pretty good news because we have some players back from the weekend, Sandy Baltimore being one of them. As I mentioned, and as you could see, Niamh and Lucy are still in the squad for the game tomorrow. So, we are in a good place in terms of having players available.
And do you, as a manager, feel the weight of expectation from the fans? This is the trophy they all want, right, going into this competition?
Yeah, and again, I just said from the beginning, we want to compete as far as we can in every competition we are involved in. The Champions League is a special one because this competition is the biggest competition you can play as a club. That's also the only trophy who is missing in this club. This is also the reason why it's so special for us. But yeah, the competition is getting harder and harder, and we just need to make sure we focus on ourselves. I know we have the quality to go far in the competition, and yeah, hopefully we'll show that tomorrow on the pitch.
Do you have, how would you summarise Millie's amazing international career as her club manager?
Probably summarize it's the wrong word because yeah, there is so much to say. The first thing I would say it's yeah, congrats Millie on this huge achievement. I think being able to play at the highest level for so long, being consistent and showing that many performances at the good level as a player, as a captain, as a leader, but also as a good person. I think Millie was for me a surprise. When I say surprise, just because yeah, I faced her multiple times when I was the manager in other clubs, but when I first joined, like, I could discover the person she is too. And I think yeah, when you want to be one of the best in the world, you have to be a really good player but also a good person. She has great values. She has shown that through her career. She's coaching to do that every day in Chelsea, and yeah, a big thank you for that. She's a big support for me as a captain, as a leader in the team, and yeah, she means everything to this club.
Lovely words, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's a lovely start.
Yeah.
Some love around, some love around.
Thank you for that.
Emotional. Who's next? Anybody else from the room? Don't all jump at once. Okay, cool. We'll go across to Zoom. Amy, thanks for waiting.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Sonia, just to kind of reading Millie's statement yesterday talking about how she wants the full focus now to be on Chelsea, and just hearing her speak there about that one trophy that's missing and, you know, the quest that you guys are on to get that Champions League. How pleasing is it for you to have your club captain be kind of fully focused now on Chelsea? You know that when those international breaks come around, she can just wrap her in cotton wool, and you know that you're going to have as much of her as you can.
Yeah, that's crucial. Having a player like Millie who will be now 100% focused for the club, for all the trophies we are competing for. I think, yeah, as I said, really, really important. I know she's a player who is always on the pitch first thinking about the team. She will always give 100% and even more to the team. And I think she just leads by example. And having this type of leader, this type of captain in the team is the best thing you can have when you are a manager. So I'm grateful for that, and yeah, I know she will bring all the good energy to the teammates, to the players on the pitch, to make sure we achieve the best season possible.
Millie, just you mentioned there that the point in 20 was a good point, but I sense that, you know, there will be frustration that, you know, you wanted to get all three. Can you channel that going into tomorrow and kind of be like, look, okay, last week was a good point, but no, now we really want to start here on home soil in the Champions League with a win.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, saying it's a good point is not us saying we didn't want to win that game and our ambitions are not to be better. But I think with the layout of the new format, it's not to, you know, you can't get too low in the lows and too high in the highs. You have to stay level-headed. So I think it's more having that mentality of, okay, it weren't what we wanted it to be, but it's still a point gain. It's a point on the board. And yeah, like I said, the bounce back started with the game against Tottenham, and, you know, keeping that momentum going into tomorrow's game. But going to be a challenge. It's every game is a challenge in football, especially with the level that it's at now, and especially in the Champions League. Like Sonia said, it's even harder to win every single game. But we're in a really good place. We've got the right mentality and the right attitude, and yeah, now it's about delivering.
I just want to ask you about the shape this season, which you're playing a little bit more three at the back. You've got kind of new members of that defensive cast alongside you, obviously Bill Berman coming in as well. How have you found that kind of switching between the two formations? I know you've got experience in both, but just especially being the captain and often at the centre of that defence, how have you found that, and how do you feel the team is adapting to kind of bringing that unpredictability this season?
Yeah, I think it's something we've done over the years, but I think it's something that every team has in its locker. I think at this level you have to be adaptable. You have to be able to play in different ways. Yeah, to be honest, I just love playing football and love playing and being with my teammates, regardless of what shape we're in. But I think both offer very different things, and it kind of depends what we're coming up against. But I think it's another string to our bow, and I think it's good to have. And it takes a little bit of adapting to start with, new connections and stuff, but everyone's willing to learn in this environment, and I think that's the most important thing. And you've got to be adaptable. Like I said, you've got to find different ways to beat the opposition, and sometimes a change in shape is required, but like I said, it's good to be able to do both.
Perfect. Thank you. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Amy. We've got time for a couple more. We'll come to you next, Dan. Thank you.
Hi both.
Hi, Dan.
Just a question for Sonia. Obviously, you know an awful lot about Paris FC, but I just wonder, it feels like they're kind of a household name in the Champions League now, so how do you feel they've kind of progressed in Europe over the last few seasons?
Yeah, I know Paris FC really well. I know the players, I know the coach, and they progressed really well. I think they made a big decision this summer, bringing new investors in the team and investing even more money. I think the project they have over there is a really good project for the women's team. Every year they are making progress. We are expecting them to be a strong side tomorrow, especially because, as I already mentioned, everyone, when they are coming and facing Chelsea, they have this extra motivation. So it will be a tough game. They have really good individuals. They play good as a team. But we also have a really good team, and we are confident going into the game tomorrow.
That's brilliant. Appreciate that. Thanks very much and best of luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. We'll finish with Kit. No pressure, Kit.
There's always pressure. Don't worry about that. Hi, both. Nice to see you.
Hi, Kit.
Sonia, hello, hi. In the past couple of days, it feels like, past couple of games, sorry, it feels like your team's had quite a lot of the ball, quite a lot of possession, but only managed to score 2 goals. Is that kind of lack of converting possession into goals something you're particularly concerned about at this stage, or is it kind of too early to make too big a deal of that?
No, when I analyze the games, I just think like we are creating a lot, which is the most important for me. I think if you look at the statistics from our last games, again, we have really good statistics in terms of in possession. We are bringing the ball high on the pitch, being able to bring the ball in different ways into the box. The most difficult thing in football is to score goals. So for me, we need to stay confident. We need to keep trying, and 1 goal in the last game was enough, so it was good. Sometimes it's just like when you are able to be more clinical, you just kill the opposition hope a little bit sooner in the game, and that's good. We did that in the West Ham game. When you are clinical, you just are in a better place. But even on the last game on the weekend, we were confident enough. We were going to keep trying and working hard, keep creating situation opportunities, and we will find a way to score. So I think for me in this situation it's more to have the right mentality, to keep trying, keep working hard to make sure we just put the ball in the net.
Thank you. And Millie, congratulations on a brilliant international career.
Thank you.
I heard what you said at the start, but I think it's an important detail just to check on. I heard from you last week that you said you were always available for selection with England, and then we heard from Serena this morning that your decision to retire was something that was made off the back of the Euros. Could I just check precisely when you made your decision to retire from international football?
When I released it on the podcast. Listen, it's always something that's in your thoughts, but my final decision, I think that's personal to me, if I'm honest. I think that's something that I'm allowed to keep just for me. But it's like I said, there weren't one precise moment. I think it's just when I felt like the time was right. And that's then when I had the discussions with Serena, I had a discussion with Sonia, and the people around me. But I don't think there was one precise moment where I woke up and I thought, you know what, today's the day, I'm going to call it. I think the thoughts are always there depending on that individual. Everyone's different. And then obviously there's things that need sorting with the announcement and stuff like that. And I decided to announce it on the podcast. It felt like more of a me thing to do than just putting out a statement. It felt more, I don't know, heartfelt. I felt like I could speak to the fans better, and it could be a little bit more understood. Sometimes when things are written down, you don't always gauge properly how that person has written those. So yeah, the podcast felt the best way for me to announce it, where I could say exactly what I wanted to, and hopefully people could hear in the way I was explaining it that it was, yeah, the best thing for me. And I think that's the most important thing in this situation.
Yeah, thank you very much.
No worries.
You'll have to listen to the podcast, Kit.
Yeah, I can send you the link if you want. It's Daily Brightness.
It's on my download podcast to get through the download.
Let me know what you think of it.
Highly recommend. All right, on that bombshell, we'll leave it there. Thanks very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
My chair was really high today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I felt like I needed to. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks.